Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, who is also former president of IIG and UNAGI. We also have with us our patron, Professor N. Shivaganam, sir, former professor in the Department of Geography, University of Madras, Chennai, from Tamil Nadu. And many other scholars have joined here. Without taking much time, I would now invite Professor M. Suresh sir to please propose welcome address. Professor Suresh sir, please.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Dear professors, teachers, and scholars, at the outset, I thank both the DP Singh sir as well as Mrs. Saukan ma'am for giving me opportunity to give a welcome address to our beloved Professor A. Ramesh 65th episode. Every year, every month we used to organize by founders and the makers of modern geography in India, organized by Institute of Environmental Research and Rural Development, Patna, Bihar. So, Professor A. Ramesh, A stands for Atur, a place in Karnataka. While I entered as a PG student 82-84, sir was head of the department. So I want to inform to this August gathering many what is called contribution made by Professor Ramesh. Since the time is very short, just I give just a welcome. But Professor Ramesh is the only person was head of the department for more than 3 decades. He brought a lot of changes along with the Professor in Sivanjanam also. They brought in under CEDA project some 90s, the beginning of 90s, some 1 crore rupees. Today, what we are talking about, the GS is the GS came to our department as first because of Professor A. Ramesh and Professor Sivanjanam sir. And really, we are what is called. It is not only giving us some kind of gratitude to give to Professor Ramesh, but we wanted to make it still, Professor Kumarsamy want to make a grand, what is called a seminar or a conferences on his name. So it is on this pipeline. It is our dream also. Today, the patterns of the episode is Professor Qureshi sir. I also met him almost 4 decades back while he was in the JNU. I think he could not remember me. So I welcome you, sir, and Professor, my mentor, Professor N. Sivanjanam sir, who has appointed me and trained me and Jagannathan just like in army and the police training. So today we are signing in this geography arena because of his he trained us in such a way, day and night. Saturday and also used to work in the department. So I thankful Professor Sivanjanam sir being in this August gathering to talk about Professor Ramesh's achievements in the area of geography. And the president of this episode, Professor Arvind Mulimani, is a vice chancellor in charge and a former head of the department of geography at Harvard University is here. So I welcome you, sir. And Professor K. Kumarsamy, who was my mentor, though my teachers were different, but his mentor. Today I am in academic line because of Professor Kumarsamy. After my PG, I wanted to go to join just a police constable. So he only forced me to join MPhil PhD. Today I'm here because of Professor Kumarsamy. I'm very much thankful to you till my lifetime, sir. Thank you, sir. I welcome you for this episode, sir. And chief guest, Professor Anil Kumar, sir, and distinguished guest, Professor Jayapal, who was my friend. And I welcome Professor Lakshmi Saram Krishnan also. I met her 1 or twice. Welcome, ma'am. And Professor Sati and Professor Jagannathan is a present head of the department. I welcome Jagannathan also, and Professor Oscar, and our special guest, Saroji Kumar Singh and Lalit Singh Jala, and the convener, I need not to say because already Madam has welcomed all the people. And apart from this, there are saga members. So spelling out of each name will take a lot of time. So without wasting, without waste much of time. So I hand over floor to Madam to proceed further. At the end, I may give you a vote of thanks. Then, and also I may expect some time to talk about my Professor Ramesh. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, Professor, for your welcome address. Now, like speaker of the day, Professor K. Swami, sir, Emeritus, Professor and Head, Department of Geography, Bharati Darshan University, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu, and also President-elect of Nadu. Professor K. Swami, please, the platform.
Okay, madam. It is not audible properly. But
Yes,
the thing
ma'am.
is, yes,
Yes,
it's okay. But good evening, everyone. To present on the 65th episode on online lecture series on the founders and makers of modern geography in India, wherein we are gathered here to remember and recollect our memories of with Professor A. Ramesh, our former head of Madras University Geography Department. We were students of Professor Ramesh and respected the patrons, Professor Parisi Shap and Professor Sivanyanam. The president of the event, Professor Arvind Mulimani, the guests from various institutes and universities, the observers from Southeast Asian Geographers Association, and all the organizers, including Professor Devendra Prasad Singh and his team, and Professor Chavan Madam. You are all here to witness the episode on Professor A. Ramesh. When I proposed this series on Professor Ramesh, then I thought of Mrs. Ramesh and then inviting them for this episode from US. And I should thank Madam for participating this event. It's a good thing that we have given the write-up. And I asked Professor Mrs. Ramesh about the write-up on Professor. Madam readily agreed, and then Madam has presented several pages and photographs so that it can be displayed and then shown to the audience, including our senior professors. Now let me start the presentation.
So are you using a PPT,
Yeah.
sir? Okay, sir. Fine,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
Is it
sir.
okay?
You're fine, sir.
Oh.
Kindly go to
Oh.
slideshow, sir. Slideshow.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
that it will be a more
Yeah.
visible.
Is it
Yes,
okay?
sir. Fine, sir. Excellent, sir.
Okay. I am going to talk about Professor E. Ramesh, former Professor at the Department of Geography of Madras University. I am Professor Kumarasamy from Bharati Darshan University. Let me start from his early life. Professor Ramesh was born on 11th July 1938 in Atur village of Udupi, Karnataka, which is in the southern part of Karnataka. His father, Atur Dasa Udupa, he was a famous astrologer, and his mother, Madam Padmavati, was a homemaker. Dasa Udupa and his brother, Dr. Rajagopala Udupa, along with their families, lived together in Araspuram, Coimbatore. When Dasa Udupa family moved to Coimbatore and joined with Dr. Rajagopala Udupa, Professor Ramesh was just 3 months old. And he studied up to degree level in Coimbatore, and then moved to Chennai and BHU and so on. His father passed away in 1957, but Professor Ramesh and the Dasa family continued to live with their uncle until 1964. Professor Ramesh was the eldest of all brothers. Four brothers were there, and Deva, the next brother, an aeronautics student, died in an accident in 1965. When Professor Ramesh joined the University of Madras in 1968, he brought his mother and two younger brothers to Madras with him. A. Balakrishna, the elder of the two brothers, took up a bank job, and after 3 years he moved to Delhi. Second brother, Sri Shah, the youngest, took CA and then he became a chartered accountant, and he continued to live with Professor Ramesh until he moved to Hyderabad in 1996. His mother passed away later. So 2012. Yes, informed earlier, Professor Ramesh married Madam Valsala in 1969. The couple had two daughters. Both the daughters are now currently residing in USA. The eldest one, says Deepa, works as a software engineer in California, and Preeta, the second daughter, lives in Maryland, USA. Mrs. Ramesh lives with the elder daughter, Mrs. Deepa, in California. Professor Ramesh had a plan to move back to Atur village, where he born, after his retirement. Unfortunately, he died in Chennai after a couple of months of his retirement on December. That is in December 13th, 1999. Then coming back to his education, as we know that he was living in Araspuram, just 2 kilometers from railway station. He studied in Devang High School, because now I am also living in Coimbatore, and whenever I pass through the Devang High School, I remember Professor Ramesh's schooling in this school. After his schooling, then he moved over to his college, Government Arts College, Coimbatore, for his BA Geography, which is another kilometer from the school, 1 or 2 kilometers from the school. And then I don't know whether he used a bicycle or just walking to the college or school during 1950s and 60s. Then after graduation, he moved to Presidency College for his master's program, and he completed it in 1961. After PG, he moved over to Banaras Hindu University to work under Professor S.L. Kayastasa for his PhD program, and worked on urban geography of Tamil Nadu. Then after completing his PhD program, he came back to his native state, Karnataka, and worked as a research fellow. I don't know whether it is a research fellow or research scholar or research assistant at Department of Geography, must be in a research project, University of Mysore, for about 2 years under Professor R.P. Misra. There he might have gained experience with Professor Kayastha, Professor R.L. Singh, and then Professor R.P. Misra, and then gained both academic research and then administrative experiences there at BHU and then at Mysore. When advertisement came in 1968 for the appointment of a lecturer and in charge of the department, he was selected among a group of his teachers, Professor Ramesh teachers. Several senior professors were there in the interview, but he was selected because at that time the Vice Chancellor and Professor Mudaliar, A. Lakshmanaswamy Mudaliar, and at that time maybe Professor Tirunaranan, they were very much interested in appointing a doctorate for that position, a lecturer, and then in charge of the department. Later, he was promoted as a reader and later appointed as a professor in the Department of Geography in 1976 and served for about 3 decades till his superannuation in 1999. Then let us talk about the beginning of the service at Madras University. There were 2 lecturers at the time of his appointment. One was Mrs. Vasanta Devi, later Vasanta Viswanath, and Mr. Muthu Krishna Karayalar in 1968. There are 2 things. One is shouldering an old department in a metropolitan city like Madras. And another thing was whenever in UGC or any international institution think of allotting a few positions or few invitations, then if they think of South, then only Professor George Kurian comes in. So he was a stalwart, and then he was also associated with IGU on several positions. And he also participated centenary celebration of the IGU, Association of American Geographers. And then he toured for about a month in USA from East Coast to West Coast. Then the teaching faculty grew from 2 lecturers to 6, mainly because of the support of the university authorities. And that was a very great thing because even getting 1 lecturer now is a big thing. But with his influence, he got 4 additional faculty members to the department. Then there were a couple of fields in which the department was specializing. One is remote sensing, second is cartography, third is medical geography, and fourth one is regional planning, the second one. The history of remote sensing started from the Second World War when Professor Dudley Stump was there in Burma, Myanmar. He trained the students and scholars in remote sensing, that is aerial photography at that time. And then one should think of Professor A.R. Iravadi, madam, when she came to India and settled at Madras. She was appointed as faculty in Queen Mary's College, where she started the UG program, BA in geography at that time. Before that, it was only a diploma program where several people were working. Say, for example, Mrs. Birdseye was working as a lecturer in Queen Mary's College. Then Mrs. Gopal Rao was working as a lecturer in Queen Mary's College and so on. So they were all doing excellent work in Queen Mary's College starting from 1927. Then only after the arrival of Mrs. Airavadi, they started the BA program in geography, and they specialized in remote sensing because not only Professor Airavadi, yes, a number of professors from geology and geography trained arrived to Madras, and then they were doing aerial photo works in Madras, and that brought the revolution in Madras, not only in Queen Mary's College, but also helped to develop the laboratory in Presidency College, then Vivekananda College, Pachaipas College, and so on. So many colleges were offering a diploma program and then later degree programs in geography. Then the in the field of remote sensing, GIS and computers, the programs or the laboratories were improved with the financial support from the UGC Special Assistance Program and also the Canadian SIDA project. So these two supports gave a fresh outlook to the department. It's all mainly because of Professor Ramesh. This is number one. Number two is his interest in cartography. It started with his association with Professor R.P. Misra because he was trained in for his PhD program in urban geography at Banaras Hindu University. But when he came down to South and worked with Professor R.P. Misra, they, because R.P. Misra had given his first edition on fundamentals of geography outside. But when Professor Ramesh came to Mysore, then the entire work was given to Professor Ramesh, and then they revised entirely the book. And then the second edition saw the bright future, that fundamentals of geography, every
Fundamentals
student,
of cartography, sir.
fundamentals of cartography, yes, I'm sorry, fundamentals of cartography. That was a revolution in the Indian cartographic field. Then similarly, he organized the fourth Inca meeting in 1982. That is, that was a revolution at that time, because most of the senior faculty members, not only from geography but other fields, also attended Survey of India, and then NATMO and all other institutions. Then the third involvement in this is he started the MSc cartography program way back in 1987. So that was running only for 1 year, but it was a bold step in starting cartography. Then the fourth thing I feel in his involvement in cartography is starting preparation of an atlas, that is the Basic Resources Atlas of Tamil Nadu, with the support of DST, Department of Science and Technology, with the assistance of Professor P.S. Tiwari. So both of them worked hard to bring out this Basic Resources Atlas of Tamil Nadu. And this is a bold step at that time. Then medical geography is another passion. And Professor Haima was working, he was studying in Queen Mary's College. Later, they joined together in Madras University for a combined classes evening. And then they had the passion of studying various diseases at that time. So they worked and published several papers, especially on cholera, malaria, and other diseases. Even that is number one. Number two is he started a special course on medical geography to the MSc Applied Geography program, and I was the first student at that course. So medical geography, and I was also working on cholera for Madras City. So I selected 100, 80 watts, then 100 watts, 120 watts, and then collect the data and study spatially how it is varying, and then temporally whether it has some patterns, and then associate with various other parameters, and then giving the results and so on. So that was a tedious work we undertook at that time. Then based on this, Professor organized one of the best international conferences that was supported by AGU, Working Group on Geography of Health. That was on incidence of infections and chronic diseases, yeah, geographical perspectives, way back in 1981. So several people, several forerunners of medical geography, including Professor A.T.A. Learman, then Professor Miglasam, and then all professors from Reizek there, or Professor Indrapal, and so many professors attended this conference, international conference. Then the papers were published in a special volume of the Indian Geographical Journal. Then a number of publications came in, but their original work was on developments in medical geography of India, that was published in 1983. Then the third association, his third contribution to Indian is the Indian Geographical Society. He held various positions to promote the Indian Geographical Society to higher levels. With the support of Professor A.R. Airavadi, they streamlined the functioning of the society with updated rules and regulations. So still we are following only that regulation. And the third important thing to Indian Geographical Society is they organized the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the Indian Geographical Society way back in 1976. It was an all India symposium on resources development and planning. Almost all geographers, all leading geographers in India and abroad, they participated and then presented papers. And that was published as Planning and Development, a book by edited by Professor V.L.S. Prakash Rao. Then the Diamond Jubilee celebration came, and the society celebrated in 1987. And the theme of the national seminar was on urban growth, water supply, and sanitation. Probably his BHU association might have tempted him to start a conference like this. Then Professor was guiding a number of research scholars. Some of the notable personalities who received the doctorate degree under his guidance include Professor S. Panjanathan. He was a chief engineer of Public Works Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Dr. N. Sivanganam, former Professor and Department of Geography of Madras University. Dr. C. Palaniveru, former Director of Examinations, the Government of Tamil Nadu. Dr. E. Swaminathan, former Professor and Department of Geography of Krishnadevaraya University, Anandapur. Dr. S. Sanmuganandam, Madurai Kamaraj University. Professor A. N. Sachidanandam, Professor and Head, School of Planning, Anna University. Dr. N. Krishnan, former Professor and Head, Department of Environmental Remote Sensing and Cartography, Madurai Kamaraj University, and so on. So these are only few I have given. Unfortunately, the list is not complete. I don't have the complete list of PhD scholars, PhD awardees under Professor Ramesh. Then research grants he received include the UGC SAP grant to the department, because that support was from UGC first, and then they emphasized they gave emphasis only on remote sensing at that time. Then other major research projects include Basic Resource Atlas of India with of Tamil Nadu with Professor Tiwari. Then Neyveli, the new planned town by ICSSR, probably the new planned town of Neyveli. He inspired this concept from BHU. Then planning and management of land and water resources of Vaigai River Basin with Professor Tiwari. Probably he might have received the input from Professor R.P. Mishra from Mysore. Then he organized at least 10 or 15 conferences, but notable things include the Golden Jubilee celebration of 1976, the AGU Commission on Medical Geography, the 4th INCA conference, Indo-Canadian conference, Indo-British seminar on regional development policies in developing countries, workshop on application of GIS for aquaculture development, Bay of Bengal project, and so on. So these are all some of the key conferences he organized. He not only supported research scholars and the various universities and so on, he also gave say emphasis to develop the college teachers, and therefore he organized an orientation program for the college teachers in 1973. All India Advanced Summer Institute in Geography in 1979, National Workshop on Digital Image Processing in 93, and a workshop on GIS for college teachers in 1993. So these are only few. Probably the list could have been about 6 or 7, I don't know. And then publications are the outputs of any researcher. And he has authored 7 books, some textbooks, some are monographs, and so on. The first one is K.V. Sundaram, A. Ramesh, and P.S. Tiwari, published in 1989 on regional planning and development. Essays on space, society, and development in honor of Professor R.P. Mishra by the Heritage Publishers. Then the well-known Professor Mishra, Professor Ramesh book on fundamentals of cartography by Concept. Then Professor Haima and Professor Ramesh on cholera and malaria incidents in Tamil Nadu, India. Case studies in medical geography by University of Waterloo. Besides that, there are 4 more. And more than 2 dozen research papers were published, mostly in the field of medical geography, mostly joint papers with Professor Haima, that is the geographic distribution and trends of cholera incidents in Tamil Nadu in the Indian Geographical Journal, and then Professor Haima and Ramesh on traditional Indian medicine in practice in an Indian metropolitan city, that appeared in the Social Science and Medicine. I don't have the complete list. Probably we have to search. Only thing is, uh, we don't have the list of publications or list of PhD guidance by our professors. When I searched for his guide at BHU, unfortunately, Professor Ramesh's name is not there under the guidance of Professor Kayastha. Professor Tiwari's name was there, but Professor Ramesh's name was there. So probably we have to update and revise all these biodatas. Then his contributions, achievements, and awards include he was a member of the faculty exchange program of Sorbonne University, Paris in 1981. He was also invited to University of Brasilia, Brazil, and University of Cairo, Egypt, as part of the programs he initiated. He was conferred Doctor of Science by the Rigi University of Brussels, Belgium, on 26th May 1989 for his contributions in medical geography, urban geography, and cartography. Then MOU was signed between the University of Madras and University of Waterloo, Canada, for linkage program sponsored by SIDA in 1981. For that, a workshop on introductory remote sensing and GIS was held under Madras Waterloo linkage program in 92. So that was very widely published and then well attended program. Then his distinctions include he was a founder member of the Nagi. When they started, when they thought of initiating a national level association, they thought of inviting several senior professors, and Professor Ramesh was one among them. He was also a member of the UGC panel in geography. Another aspect is he was a member of the INSA committee in geography, vice president of IGU Commission on Geography of Health, and a member of the UGC NAC team, which evaluates various departments in universities and colleges. Then his international collaborations include, say, his association with the University of Hawaii. Professor Mutton would have been there. Professor University of Akron, then International Food Policy Research Institute, Washington, then University of Amsterdam, University of Waterloo, Tokyo University of Foreign Studies, Institute for Shipboard Education, ISE, in Fort Collins, Colorado, USA, because it was a semester at sea. It was a ship, SS Universe, and that was a floating university. So he was invited once, and then with his excellent performance, he was invited second time. So it means he was well versed with the students and then subject. Then his collaborations with Indian universities and institutes include his association, the department's association. He made the connection with Usmania University, Jawaharlal University, University of Calcutta, Punjab University, University of Mysore, then ISRO, NRSC, Survey of India, Government of India, then Survey and Land Records, Government of Tamil Nadu, MMDA, then Defense Service Staff College, Wellington, Tamil Nadu. So the list is not complete because he has the department was associated with so many other institutes and universities. Then to recognize his multifaceted contributions to geography, especially in Tamil Nadu, the Department of Geography of Bharadas University named its main lecture theatre as Professor Ramesh Lecture Theatre. Because every week we have the common seminar. So in every invitation, Professor A. Ramesh lecture theatre, the mention of a lecture theatre will be there, and everyone will remember Professor A. Lecture A. Ramesh, his name in almost all seminars. So it means he is remembered by our students for the past 30 years. Then the Indian Geographical Society has instituted an award in his name, Professor A. Ramesh Award, for the best performance in the annual talent test that is being conducted among the PG students in various colleges and universities in the state of Tamil Nadu. It had its inception in 2009. So for the past 15 years, we are continuously conducting this program, and then we are awarding in his name. The other award to the best performer at UG level is in the name of founder of the Indian Geographical Society, Mr. N. Subramaniam Award. So these two awards are simultaneous because we conduct simultaneously for UG students and PG students. Normally about 800 to 1000 students of UG participate, and about 200 to 300 students of PG level, they participate this program every year. So this is one of the photographs I got which was taken during 1995 when we conducted the second national conference of the Deccan Geographical Society on Natural Resources, Environment and Sustainable Development at Bharadas University, when we invited Professor Happily participated, and then he delivered the inaugural address to us. It was a happy occasion. We remember his contribution and then honor. Then this is the last slide because what we have learned from Professor Ramesh, say his contributions and then distinctions. With his simple habits of mostly curd rice, he was maintaining a good health all through his life. Still, he passed away quite suddenly due to a massive heart attack. Professor N.B.K. Reddy, Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, he opined that the abrupt disappearance of the busy academic activities for 30 long years, especially during the later period of his service, might have created a void and mental depression in his superannuated or retirement life. It means he was so active. We cannot compare his activism uh, in among any of the living or geographers. The life history is similar to Professor N. Subramaniam, the founder of Indian Geographical Society. Both of them are workaholic in nature, and those two are dedicated personalities. Both of them demised just after a few months of their retirement. So it means how dedicated they were in their works. My request is that a balanced sharing of time and efforts among our academic activities, administration, family, and friends could prolong the longevity of life because even Professor R.B. Singh's demise also resembles Professor N. Subramaniam and then Professor A. Ramesh. So if we are so much workaholic, probably our life longevity could be reduced. Probably this is what I wanted to say, but several seniors from Madras University and then JNU are here. So they can say about Professor Ramesh. Two things are there. One is I have given the write up about what Mrs. Ramesh has given and then what others have opined. All these things I have wrote for about 10 pages and then given it for printing. So when it comes, then probably I have to correct, say, in some pages, and that is one thing. Another thing is I request all the senior professors to update the biodata in their websites, the department website or the university website, so that after a couple of decades, they may not remember our existence in the department or our contributions. Therefore, I request all the seniors to keep updating of our seniors in the department. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Kumar Swamy, sir, for such a detailed presentation of Professor A. Ramesh, right from his birth, his upbringing in the family, and his contributions in different fronts to society and university. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, madam. Thank you.
We have with us Professor Valsala, madam. So nice of you, madam, to have you speak on this platform. It's a great blessing, and really we are honored to have you here. Now the presentation was already given by Professor Kumar Swamy, sir. This all is going to get documented in the encyclopedia that will be published by Professor Devendra Singh, sir, very shortly. And therefore, whatever gaps are there, the entire recording will be sent to you. So whatever gaps are there, maybe even other scholars who are present here, and if anything is still missed out, kindly pass it on the gaps, the achievements, the contributions done by Professor A. Ramesh, sir, so that it will get completely incorporated into the publication of his contributions to the university and the society. Thank you so much, sir. Valsala, madam, we request you to please say a few words on this occasion. Please.
Voice is not audible, ma'am. Mic, you have to check your mic.
Is it okay now?
Now
Can
it's
you
okay.
hear me?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Oh,
yes, ma'am. Please. Please.
Okay. So, at the very first, I thank you, the organizers of the Institute of Environmental Research and Rural Development, Patna, Bihar, for dedicating this episode to my late husband, Dr. Ramesh. Thank you. I'm really honored to be part of today's event, as Ramesh also would have liked so. This gives me an opportunity to refresh my memory of Ramesh Geography Department of Madras University. I am a biologist from Kerala, but Ramesh's passion for geography had great influence on me. I traveled with him to different places in India as well as abroad. On such occasions, he used to explain the geographical aspect of each place, including climate and environment, how land use, so many different aspects. Uh, so, and often he preferred to see the countryside with the irrigation systems of those period, and his life was relevant to those time only mostly. He used to analyze and discuss with the professors who take us to those places, mainly the university, the professors from the university, from Akron or those. They used to take us to different places, to different locations, and explain how it works there, how the farms work there. So he was so interested in that, and and what he always does is he is interested in taking slides of all those places, and he will bring the slides to the departments, different departments, even the families. He will take the slides and explain fully how the life goes in those places, how it is, how they use the land. He used a geographical lecture he will give, and in fact he used to lecture me a lot, and sometimes I get frustrated and I tell you, I'm not your student, but he wants to make sure that I understand all whatever he tells. So it was like that. So I got interested in geography because of him, And now I have a lot of interest. And I know when he was doing, there was only Nagi and Inca. So I know most of the things. Now, recently, as I look into presently, when I look into your invitation, I saw a lERARD, right? Am I right? I don't know when I pronounce it right. SAS, all those things. And I was so fascinated that geography has improved a lot. And he will be watching from above to see how the geography has improved a lot all these years. So, and so he was very happy in sharing his experiences with everybody, knowledge and experiences, and I am happy that all his students benefited with his teachings, and I'm so happy to hear what Kumarasamy said, all this the report in his speech. I am very happy to see that. And so no, now I would like to wind up my speech with the good luck to lERARD and SAS. And and mostly I want to thank you all the organizers and all the people all the professors, in fact, who are attending this in this session and making it a great success. And once again, and I thank you. I end my speech with the simple thank you for everything you have done. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vansala Madam, for being there with us from USA so early morning. And what you said is very true. The sapling which has been so planted by Ramesh sir, and so it grows, is now bearing the fruits that you are seeing in the form of various associations growing so much, and the students have now occupations in the country. Kumar Swamy sir is there, Suresh sir is there, and many more here who have joined. So we really owe everything to all our founder geographers. And we thank Professor Devendra Singh sir for starting these episodes, because through these episodes, we have really come to know all our founder makers of modern geography in India, their contributions and what pains they have taken to see the subject is growing, not only growing, but different branches with specializations that are required in the present day. They have initiated it long back, and so are we today, growing so well in all the disciplines and achieving good standards at global level. Thank you so much, madam, for being there. And we are really blessed to have you with us. Please keep us blessed to give our best to this universe. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And I do remember Professor B. Arunachalam sir and Dr. K. Sita madam always used to talk about Professor Ramesh sir in Mumbai University. And I'm sure he was coming to our department at Mumbai University too, which is missed out here, but definitely it will get added. And he was versatile all over the country and abroad, known to many of the geographers. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Dr. Arunachalam was there, right, when we visited there. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
With kind permission of our patrons, Professor Qureshi sir and Professor Shivaganam, I would now like to invite our other panelists to give their brief remarks or their experiences on this platform. And I request everyone to be very brief in 2 to 3 minutes, so that maximum number of participants are able to express their feelings and emotions that are attached with Professor A. Ramesh sir. I would now like to invite our chief guest, Professor R. Anil, Professor and Head Department of Geography, University College, Thiruvananthapuram from Kerala. Professor Anil Kumar sir, if you are there, please give your comments. because I'm not able to trust you.
I think it's not there, madam.
Okay, I would now like to invite our guest of honor, Professor Vishwambar Sati sir, Senior Professor and former Head, Department of Geography from Mizoram
Thank you,
University.
madam, for inviting me. Thank you, madam, for inviting me in this 65th episode of the founders and makers of modern geography. And I also thank you, Professor Devendra Prasad Singh ji, for the invitation. Dear respected colleagues and seniors, it gives me an immense pleasure and it is my privilege also to have some observations on this episode and about Professor R. Ramesh. It was very nicely deliberated about him by Dr. Professor K. Kumar Swamiji, very nicely. And because I don't have much knowledge about Professor A. Ramesh, because I am remotely located, I don't have much contact outside the mainland of India. So, but as I now got the information, Professor Kumaraswamy, that he was the founder of this medical geography and he started from the south. And also he had some knowledge on the cartography, also the information science and like this. So I have nothing to say about this, but I know that as after the presentation, I just watched. I found that Professor A. Ramesh was really a founder of this the Indian geography, and he had lots of contributions and or many other things. I will not take much time. Only 1-2 minutes are given to me. So once again, thank you, Devendra Prasad Singh ji, for invitation. So like this, and Kureshi sir, namaste. Yeah, okay, and thank you all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir. Platform. They will Doctor
Madam, your voice is not audible, ma'am. Some technical issues there. Please check, ma'am.
Perhaps she is
sir,
facing
probably
net problem.
Net, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
It is cloudy and rainy in Mumbai.
Okay,
She
okay,
had
okay,
already informed me.
okay, sir. Okay,
Perhaps
sir.
she might have been facing challenges.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
now may I request Professor Basantha Kumaran, the colleague of Professor Ramesh, to share his experiences. Professor Basantha Kumar, one very senior professor of geography of India from South and especially from Madras University. May I request Professor Basanta Kumar for his experiences?
Hello everyone.
Sir, louder, please, sir. Your voice is very low, sir.
Hello everyone.
Okay. Can you increase little bit, sir, volume, sir? Little bit volume.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yes.
So I had the opportunity to work with Dr. Ramesh for almost say 30 years. Okay, so first as a student when he visited University of Mysore, and he was an examiner for me, and I met him at that time. I also met Dr. Heimer along with him. and also Mrs. Ramesh. I don't know whether Mrs. Ramesh remembers that, me as a student. And I worked with Dr. Ramesh as a colleague, and we have worked together on a number of occasions, on a number of papers, particularly the paper he presented in Brazil, where he got his, honoris causa degree at that time. We both wrote the paper and he made a presentation. And all I remember is he's a very kind man. He's very nice one to be with. But of course, when I visited with him, Sweden, for a meeting with a number of departments there for the project, he tends to be a little bit, hesitant and a little bit, like upset about something. And it was a very good experience for me to learn from him a lot of things which I never actually learned before. I think what I remember about him most is his friendliness, his treating everyone like as equal. Although we know he's much above all of us in all of his work, in all of his activities. He was very, very, friendly, fair with, deal with, okay, and to be with. That's what I remember most. I remember Ramesh family as well, very much, particularly Mrs. Ramesh, his daughter Deepa and small one. I remember one day we visited with my wife and children, and the small one sang a pretty good song. I remember that. You know, that was very nice. So, Ramesh asked her to sing it to us. So I have this good memory of Ramesh. Although we have to remember him, you know, what he did to geography and what he did to the Department of Geography very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mr. Ramesh.
Yes. Thank you so much, Professor Vasanta Kumaran sir. Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I would now like to invite Dr. Saroj Kumar Singh, sir. Sir, you are there? Dr. Saroj Kumar Singh. Please.
Namaskar. Uh, I Saroj Kumar Singh from Vinoba Bhave University, Hazaribagh. Sorry for some late joining this platform. I am very glad to find a place to say something about Ramesh. Thanks to Professor D.P. Singh sir. I have regard for you. I see Professor K. Kumaraswamy. I know him since workshop in his university 2005, and Professor M.H. Qureshi sir from a lecture in the refresher course. Biswambar Sati sir, he is my Facebook friend. Sir, I salute all dignitaries. I learned a lot about A. Ramesh sir. I know him as a only cartographer. But K. Kumaraswamy elaborate his career in geographical vista. I know that he was not a teacher, but he was a researcher, a cartographer, organization builder, faculty developer, plan executor, conference organizer, or so forth. He was a great versatile genius of India and fame national and international. Uh, Due to paucity of time, I uh, want to conclude, Mr. Professor Ramesh, that he was a versatile genius in the field of geography. We have to follow a great scholar in the present context. Last but not least, he was a workaholic teacher and source of inspiration in present context in geographical uh, vista. Thank you, Sir K. Kumaraswamy, sir, presenting a uh, nice lecture on ARMS. Thank you, organizer. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Saroj Kumar Singh, sir, for putting your remarks presented so much, sir, to his presentation. Thank you so much for being here with us. Uh, we have just received a message from our Professor Shri, sir, for his absence. He has expressed his inability due to some sudden death in the family. He's always there with us. Really for episode few months due to the crisis in Nepal. Today, you being there, we are at peace today and relieved to much extent that everything is fine with you all over there. So Professor Umesh Mandal, sir, Head of Department, Central Department of Geography, Tribhuvan University, Kathmandu, Nepal. Sir, please say a few words. Professor Umesh Mandal, sir.
Is it audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Uh,
We're in high pitch now.
okay. Thank you so much for inviting me on this 65 episode of online lecture series on modern and makers of modern geography in India. And it is organized by Institute for Environmental Research and Rural Development, Patna, Bihar, basically Professor Devendra sir. So thank you so much for inviting. And today's episode is very interesting. It is devoted to Professor A. Ramesh. And I would like to salute all the dignitaries, pattern and president, convener, chief guest, speakers, and then our friends from the SAGA, South Asian Geographers Association. So almost we are crossing 3 and 4 years regarding this EP online episode, and today is about the Professor A. Ramesh. So, University of Madras is one of oldest university in India, and not only in India but also the India subcontinent. So, the Professor A. Ramesh has contributed a lot in terms of their disciplinary development and the geography as such. So he joined Madras University in 1968 and worked there almost 30 years. So his basic contribution, as I found from the speaker, Professor K. Kumaraswamy, his contribution is a lot, basically thematic development in terms of the remote sensing and GIS, in terms of the cartography, in terms of the medical geography, and the regional planning also. These are the major his contribution made in Madras University and entire country as such. So beside this, he has conducted many national conference on the specific theme. The theme is the health geography. The theme is the cartography. These are major his contribution in the oldest, one of the oldest department of University of Madras there in India. So beside this, not only the thematic development he has made to contribute to the geographers and geography in India as such, he has organized many national conference linking geographers, giving the chance to one platform to represent their views and contribution, whatever they made in their special dimension of their concern. So he has made the conference in the IGU also, International Geographical Union Conference, and that conference is basically themed as a health geography, geography of health. So this is one of the important beyond the thematic area to conduct the international conference in the health geography. And beside this, he also made the contribution in Indian Geographical Society development, their dimensions, their think and thought. So these are the very, very major contribution made by Professor A. Ramesh in India. So he has contributed his guidance to the scholars. Many scholars has gained the knowledge and skills from the Professor A. Ramesh, and he has guided many master students and PhD students also. So beyond this, he has achieved the research grant also. Many research grants he has received to develop the geography in the department and entire in the country also. So not only this, organizing the conference, developing the thematic area of the geography dimensions, but he has made a lot of publications to develop the geography in India and subcontinent. So beside this, he has made international collaboration program, almost international collaboration program he has made in University of Madras, and now made very, very significant contribution. So I salute to one of the ancient, one of the renowned geographer, not only in India, but the India subcontinent. So I'd like to thank all the participants here presented in 65 episode of the saga, and basically the convener madam always she is doing hard work to manage all these managements, because you are not so much regular, but the madam is last 3 years has made the contribution to make the geographers not from the India but from the Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and also to the means Maldives. So this is very great platform that we are meeting, and this contribution, this appreciation goes to Professor Devendra sir. He is not retired but not tired, always connecting us on the digital platform and letting us the geographer who work a lot in India and subcontinent. So this is my short briefing regarding this 65 episode of the saga. Thank you so much.
Sir, because the condition become more stronger. So I would know, I think the panelists are there. Any other
Madam Convener, your voice are still not clear, and in between, our today's patron and perhaps the senior most geographer on the today's platform, Professor M.H. Qureshi Sahab, perhaps feeling uncomfortable for sitting long because of his some health challenges. So he want to speak in between. So may I request Professor Qureshi Sahab to share his views and observation.
Sir, your voice.
Sir, your voice are not coming.
Sir, unmute, sir. Unmute it.
But it's now, is it audible?
Yes, now it is.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm grateful to the convener and also Dr. Singh, considering my health situation, to allow me to jump the line. I have very attentively listened to very elaborate presentation of Professor Kumar Swami. I have known Madras University through my students and my colleague, Professor K. Swami, who has now settled in Madras. Then came Subaya, S. Subaya, under the Faculty Improvement Program. And my own student was G. Parimala, who was from the Presidency College and did her MPhil with me. So I had a close link with the department of Madras University. I met Professor Ramesh a number of times, and he had one project given by UGC, which has not been mentioned anywhere because it has not come into the light. He was given the project, the name of the project was Experts to the Remote Areas. That was the project. The project was that Professor A. Ramesh will coordinate the geography lectures, which will be converted into videos, and remote area colleges will be given a television set and these cassettes. But the other condition was that the person who was responsible for making these cassettes had to write the manuscript. So Professor A. Ramesh was kind enough to select me for working on the regional geography of the world. The idea was that I will deliver 40 lectures of half an hour and then write the script also. The condition was that I will deliver half of it in Chennai. So I went there, and he was kind enough to make arrangement for my stay, etc. There was a cameraman, also a coordinator. But in the room, neither the AC was allowed to work, nor the fans were allowed to work because there was sound. It would have disturbed the camera. Finally, after 4 or 5 days, my face was half burnt. And G. Parimala's husband, who was a judge there, lived in Adyar. He came and saw me and asked me what has happened. I said that this is the task of the camera and the bulb and the light which were lighted and without any other cooling method. So rest of the lectures were delivered here in Delhi. I prepared the manuscript, gave it to Professor Ramesh, and it was submitted to UGC. But UGC is a strange place. Nobody knows what has happened to the script and as also the cassettes. I was for almost about a year consultant to UGC when Thorat was the chairman. I tried to look out what has happened to it. I could not locate. The whole thing has been lost, unfortunately. I have great respect for this man known as a Ramesh because he was not friend, but he was also one of the experts who selected me in 1991 to the post of professorship. So A. Ramesh, Professor Vidyanath, and N.V.K. Reddy, this was the panel. So I actually remember him very fondly. We had very close relationship, and he used to come to Delhi often, and we used to meet. I pay my respect to him, and I pay my gratitude to the consideration which he had for me. Thank you so much for giving me this chance to express my obligation towards late Professor Ramesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Mohammad Qureshi, sir, for your auspicious presence and blessings on this platform. We are really blessed throughout for your presence and your expertise given on various occasions. Thanks a lot. Please keep us blessed, sir. And we have come to know this great contribution that was done, but that's the sorrowful story which is happening at many places on many occasions, which the administration and everybody needs to take care of. The efforts and the treasure that is created should be passed on to one and all to preserve it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Would now Professor Devendra Singh, sir, our intercessor, is highlight on the coming episodes. Any comments or remarks, please?
Thank you, Madam Convener. But before I speak, we should invite 2-3 persons more, two persons. One, our friend from Nepal, Uttam Kumar Shrestha, is here. We should invite him to share his views. Professor Shrestha.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Devendra sir, for giving me a chance to speak on this program. And all the things have been provided by our head of department of the Central Department of Geography, Professor Ramesh Mandal sir. But I want to say that definitely the work carried out by the Professor Ramesh is almost similar with the work carried out in Nepal during the 1980s and 1990s, in the sense that most of the works of the remote sensing and GIS were introduced during that time in Nepal also. And the similarity is that both of them were assisted by the Canadian International Development Agency, CIDIA. That was a very much interesting one. I found that. And so, not only that, most of the things of the medical geography was also taught in the India during that time that we have to develop in our country also. country also, because we have very low development in terms of this medical geography. So from this all the scenario, I came to know that definitely there are similar things in our Nepal and India also. And I would like to thank all the dignitaries attending here for the 65th episode of the online lecture series. Thank you very much, Dipinda sir. Thank you very much, Susmita Pesawa sir, and the speaker of this program, and all the members of this program. Thank you very much, sir, and namaste for the program.
Thank you, sir, very much. Madam Convener, one more very senior professor from Kerala, Professor B.K. Vijayan is here, and he has also a good association with Professor Ramesh. So we should also invite and request him for sharing his views. Professor Vijayan. You are not audible, sir.
Now it's audible?
Yeah.
Professor D.P. Singh, sir, Dr. Chauhan madam, in fact, and Professor Kumarasamy, sir. Professor Ramesh was the chairman of the Board of Studies in Calicut University also. He was also an examiner for the Calicut University. And I had met him at the University of Madras along with Professor Vasantu Maran, sir. He was my PhD evaluator, thesis evaluator, and he only conducted the Viva at the University of Mysore. My guide, late Professor P.D. Mahadev, sir. So, as far as I know, that he was very humble, and whatever help he could extend, he used to do. Even he came to Calicut University to make the Government College Chittoor as a research center, for which he has recommended. And he had come to my house also, stayed with me, and even Calicut University, when he used to come there, he used to come there in my father's house also. From there only I came to know that he is from Udupi. He was a very kind-hearted man, and I met him many times at the University of Madras. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijayan, sir. Thank you very much once again. Madam, I have to add 2-3 points only. Number one, it is for our friend Kumaraswamy that, sir, I have record and document that Professor R.L. Singh was his PhD supervisor. Sir, not...
Why I have to change it, sir? Because
I have a document from of a PhD degree from Banaras Hindu University, and I know personally that Professor Ramlochan Singh was his supervisor. And I have also one book. Actually, it is a thesis, PhD thesis, doctoral thesis from MS University, Baroda. And through this also, it is certified and verified that Professor R.L. Singh was his PhD supervisor.
Oh, not
and
not Professor Kahista.
Yeah. Kahista was not his supervisor. Professor R.L. Singh was.
But in several of the writings, it is given as Professor Kahista as the guide.
No, sir, I have books.
Okay.
I have list.
In my writing, it is there, Professor R.L. Singh.
I will make it available to you. I will make the documents available to you.
Yeah, please.
And one more thing, that in this very book, we have also the list of doctoral dissertation of 2025 university departments of geography from all over country.
I see.
And Madras University Department mention is also here. And
I
we
see.
have a complete list
Uh-huh.
of successful PhD guidance under Professor A. Ramesh.
Oh,
I have also mentioned it. I have added it in your write-up.
okay. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
But once again, I have to request you that you have added so many things through your lectures, but you have which are not mentioned in the write-up.
Yeah,
So
probably we
please,
have.
may I request you to make it revise
Yes, yes, yes.
and
Send it to you. I will revise and send it to you, sir.
thank you, sir, very much.
Yeah.
And I have also one request from Madam Ramesh that please give some notes about Professor Ramesh so that it may be added in the final publication. And I shall talk to our patron on the telephone for a write-up regarding his experience of that UGC project. So it will a good addition in the chapter. I shall talk to you on telephone, sir, for the detailed. And Madam Convener, more persons should be requested if they want to say something.
Sir, one more thing, sir. Madam also confirmed that Professor R.L. Singh is the advisor for our Professor Ramesh thesis.
Yes, sir. I have documents, sir.
Yes, yes.
I have document of all PhD dissertation from Banaras Hindu University. I have a complete list, authentic list. And I know personally because during my interview of Professor R.L. Singh, he himself mentioned that Professor A. Ramesh was his PhD student. So I have a confirmed document, sir, no doubt. Another thing, I have to request Madam Convener to invite 1 to more person who intend to share their views and observation. And our 66th episode will be organized on the 19th of October this year. And it will be devoted to Professor R. Ramchandran of Delhi University. And Professor Noor Ahmad will be delivering the lecture. So these are up-to-dates. And I have to request our friend, Professor Umesh Kumar Mandal, whom we are meeting after a few months. We were very much worried about happenings in Nepal, sir. And I am very much happy that you are in a comfortable position. But I have one request, sir, that please you provide the write-up of your lecture regarding the status of geography in Nepal, which you have delivered 2 months earlier. So, Madam Convener, now up to you, and you may call 2-3 more persons. One very important Professor Qureshi from Aligarh, he is also the president of NAGI. He was also here. So we should request him. And lastly, we should request Professor Venkatesh Suresh for his speech and vote of thanks. Madam, now up to you.
Yes. Thank you, sir. I would also like to convey President Professor Arvind in charge vice chancellor of Karnataka University, Dharwad. He has conveyed his absence due to some emergency meeting with Joint Secretary of Government of Rusa, and so his inability to be there. So he expressed his kindly excuse him and for the today's episode. We also have with us Professor Phadke sir, former head of the Department of Geography from Mumbai University and former president of Bombay Geographical Association on this platform. I'll request Professor Phadke sir to please say a few words. Professor Phadke.
I had a very limited interaction with Professor Ramesh. I met him first in 1980 at the first Nagi conference in Chandigarh, which was the first conference attended by me. But I could make that he was not only a scholar, but he was a man who could interact with anybody. Since I was the first timer there, I was worried as to how to interact with people. But he was so nice that he himself came and introduced him to me. We are actually sharing a room in the hostel, the faculty guest house of Punjab University, Chandigarh. Thereafter, he came to Mumbai when I was selected as the reader in geography department in November 1983. After that, I visited Department of Geography, Madras University with my students sometime in 1986-87. And there also my interaction with him was very successful. And he welcomed us and he also provided the assistance that we needed in moving around in Madras and other parts of Tamil Nadu. I used to meet him at various conferences. I do not know much about his personal details, but I could only gather from a few meetings that I had that he was a scholar and he was also work-holistic, as somebody has rightly pointed out. He wanted to get the work done for the department from his faculty members, and that is how he has contributed to upcoming of the Department of Geography, University of Madras. Today I attended only to pay my tributes to him because he was really very helpful whenever the help was sought. Thank you very much.
Sir. I would now like to invite Professor Sirajuddin Qureshi, sir, President of Nagi, to please say a few words. Professor Qureshi, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected seniors and dear colleagues. In fact, I have very little to speak about the eminent Professor Ramesh Saab. And I did not have the good fortune of meeting him, but still I can say that I too had attended the first Nagi conference held at Chandigarh, which was organized by Professor Gurdev Singh Gosal Saab. And I was too novice to know who is Professor Ramesh. And so I did not have the occasion to meet him, but we have come to know through this lecture series, particularly this present event, that he was a great scholar of geography, and that was true even before this lecture series and today's information. I would once again say my words are too short for appreciation of the great geographer. Thank you, please.
Thank you so much, Professor Salahuddin sir, for being there with us. Thanks a lot. I would also like to invite Professor Suresh sir because he is very much emotionally attached with A. Ramesh to be Professor Suresh.
Ma'am, very kind of you, ma'am, very kind of you, ma'am, for allotting time to me. As well as I want to thank Professor D.P. Singh also. As Professor Kumarsamy sir stated, Professor Ramesh is a good human being. I never seen such a person. I'm watching him 1982 onwards. And he was my teacher. He brings 2-3 books with his hand in the classroom, but he never touched the books. But extempo will deliver lecture. It will be so impressive. We want to read furthermore, but we used to get outstanding. Such a dedicated teacher. He is comment over good language as well as the subject matter. It is very rare someone is possessing such a character. Very nice, interesting class. And always, as Professor Qureshi stated, is always very busy personality, ma'am. He never chat with anyone except academic or administration work. What that is more impressive when compared to present day teachers. In those days, the people are few words, the man of few words, such a person, and he's again I'm underlining he's a human because he never punished by anyone. He never punished anyone. All are now in a good position because of his wish. And university, the syndicate member, that ruling and what is a governing body member, people used to spend a lot of money and political influence to become a syndicate member. But Madras University offered him syndicate member till his lifetime. Though he is denying, but forcefully he was given, so that it is so that is the delicacy and what is called good governance in this area of all academic council or what the syndicate meeting and other things. And Suchitra, I think Madam also may watching Suchitra, and Subhatra, the Gunasalom, they are his close friends. Sir handwriting is sometimes he may not read his own handwriting manuscript. You will ask a scholar, Gunasulom or Subhatra, to read his own handwriting. So just for out of the subject, I just want to give you some note on this. And he bought a small house that is total cost was 20,000. Now the cost will be more than 3 crore. So I used to pay EMI 200 rupees every month. He used to give me, I used to go and pay that amount. So he trusted me very well. Just I was one of his favorite student, like a family member. Any foreigners comes now, I used to go and receive them from the railway station or airport. Then after the field visit, or what is called, yes, then I have to take him to his house for a dinner. Madam is the one, Mrs. Ramesh Madam, used to give first food for me first, then only that for delegates. Because he knows that we are staying in the hostel, we may not get the good food, homely food. So Ramesh sir used to watch these things, and one day she asked Madam, no, he's from rural area, he's a poor guy, he is working like anything, he's not like other people. So I want to give him food first. So such a nice Madam, Professor Varsala Madam. And for another important information, after my MSc or MPhil, you took me, suddenly, Suresh, come, we will go to one place. Where is, no, you just sit with me. Then when the place was MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, the father of, father of agriculture, no? Then he took me, without my knowledge, he took me there. Then he introduced to professor, she is my student, just give me a job. Immediately they gave me a job, madam. So I never expected such a greatness with anyone. And Professor Sati was telling he's a good cartographer because for his that nature and good cartography, Tamil Nadu, the DST is given that project, but still, madam, we have 1 lakh rupees. Professor Kumarsamy also knows about this. for about for 40 years, still 1 crore is there in the Bank of India. I mean, in the State Bank of India with the cumulative interest, we don't know. So at the time of deposit, so much of income we generated through the DST Tamil Nadu project. That is one. And so we think that he loves only the human beings. He loves his own car. He was having Fiat car. Finally, I think he bought new one or something, but he wanted to take care of his old car. He hand over the car key to Professor Vasanta Kumaran. He knew that he will take care of his car. So I never seen such a person in this world. And also, he used to give equal opportunity to all the faculty members. So he'll not show any kind of bias in the department. And once he went to Sweden, we said, no, SIDA, Canadian International Development Agency, like that Sweden International Development Agency gave him a seed money to have a project. He went to Sweden, he lost his passport, money, everything. He was in a depressed, got somewhat that foreign missionary is sending him back. He was so upset for about 1 month. And now that later on he developed his own way and the things. But okay, last moment, I seen him last while I was serving in Mysore in NCRT Regional Center. And whenever he comes to Mysore, that local people inform me, your process is coming. Then I used to receive him. I'll take him to my house. He will have a hot water bath. And my wife, for 4 o'clock early morning, she take a bath. And then only he will prepare a food for him. Chapati, he likes chapati very much. So we used to have such a good person. Always, if we say geography, I used to think about Professor Ramesh sir. And finally, I could not do a justice. In Mysore, the wood is very, very cheap, rosewood or teak wood and all. He asked on a chair. But 1999, I was there still in Mysore. So I bought, but I could not hand over to him before that he passed away. So that is a sad thing still itching in my heart. So this is a thing just I want to share out of the academic one. Now I come to vote of thanks. So usually there will be 150 people, but today I don't know what happened. I found only around 50 people. Anyway, due to some other pre-appointment, the matter turned up. But, however, I am thankful first Professor J.P. Singh sir as well as Madam Saukan Madam wholeheartedly. And also I thank Professor J.P. Singh sir and Professor Kumar Sami sir who has narrated A to Z of Professor Ramesh and Mrs. Ramesh. She was a little sentimental also as well as emotional. I could make out from his speech as well as in her face because I told her 2-3 days back itself. Madam, it is there. He said, okay, no problem. I will get up by 4 o'clock. So today also, she was got ready by 4 o'clock to share her feelings towards Professor Ramesh. And I'm very thankful to Professor TV because any academic Professor Ramesh, he will give just 2-3 instructions to Vasakumaran, then he will develop everything. Let it be a project or a seminar, any kind of thing. See, they have a good bond in this academic line. And I thankful to Professor Sati sir, though he came back and but he narrated about his Professor Ramesh hard work and done. And I am equally thank Professor Saraj Kumar and Professor Umesh Kumar Mandal sir, who was my best friend. He came to India 2 months back. We had a good time here. And Professor Qureshi sir from JNU, I met him 2-3 times, but I could not recall. I thankful you, sir. I didn't know that he had a very good relationship with our Professor A. Ramesh. You had been here in Chennai. I think I might have seen you, but I could not recall it at that moment. And I equally thank Professor Uttam sir and Professor Vinayak sir and Sarajan Qureshi sir for your valuable time this today evening and share the what is called the sweet memories of Professor A. Ramesh and the contribution. And I hope these kind of episodes should come in the future also, so that the young generation will take a good things to come up in their own way of life. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Suresh sir.
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
your messages as well as a vote of thanks and sharing of your emotional experiences with Sir. I can understand your feelings. You can pen down and please send it to Professor D.P. Singh, sir. It will definitely get incorporated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, Madam Convener, one clarification about the viewer on the screen, which has been raised by our friend Suresh. Perhaps today a cricket match is going on between India and Pakistan. So many friends of ours have told that we shall watch the cricket and excuse me for not appearing on your session. This is the reason number one for the viewers, shorter number of viewers. Second reason is this, that it is the week of Navratra, Dasara, Durga Puja. So everywhere, many of our friends are on fast and doing worship of Mother Durga. So many of them, one very senior patron of our these activities, Professor Rana Pratap, had just joined. He is the regular, not only the regular viewer, but he is one of the patron of the activity. But due to this festival, he is in his home, village, and he joined just now. So this is the second major reason that today we have not touched the maximum level of viewers. But friends, all the matters have been recorded, and it is also being live casted on YouTube. So it will be preserved for so many years, and it will be shared to thousands and thousands of people. So it doesn't matter. The number doesn't matter. The tribute will be sent through YouTube channels, and recorded message will be also shared to thousands of people. We have chosen such a date for the lecture. Kumaraswamy, sir, you remember that Professor S.K. Chattopadhyay has suggested this date.
Yes, yes.
We were fixed it 1 week earlier.
Yes.
But he suggested that I would be present there, but he couldn't present. It may be due to the Durga Puja festival. So many more people are not present, but the entire proceeding will be mailed to each and every one. So this was my clarification regarding the lower number of viewers. And Madam, one person, Sri Krishna Gaikwad, is regularly raising his hand. So may we permit him a few minutes for sharing his views?
Yes, sir, yes. Sir. Professor Sri Krishna, please.
Namaste. Can I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yes. When the conference of Nagi had organized at Dharwad, at that time, Professor Ramesh has given a valuable lecture regarding the modern concepts in geography. That time I have listened to him, and that time I think he has a idol for a younger teachers of geography. So this remember I few in front of the senior persons. That's why I have raised my hand in this program. And such type of programs, if we will organize, these programs are very fruitful to us who are the younger teacher of geographers, to uplift their knowledge, and as well as these ideas are given to our students also. So one again, thanks to all of you to listen me. Thanks a lot.
Gaikwad sir, can you
I am from Shivaji University.
Which university, sir?
Shivaji University. Madam, Chavan madam is introduced me.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
I have one observation.
Please.
Yeah, please. The thing is that we are going to various board of studies, and in which we are suggesting books on various, say, the geographers, modern geographers. And say, for example, next week we are going to Chennai University. We need to refer the title of the book so that maybe when it is published, they could refer this. Because in the development of geography in India, they need some, say, the authors or geographers' name. And your book will be the source book for the courses.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Kumaraswamy sir, thank you very much.
Yes.
For your such type of recognition.
This is inevitable, sir, because this is the only source wherein you can get the information. Because nowhere, because when we introduced about 12 geographers' name in 1995, it was Ramesh, Aral Singh, then all names, and we have to refer only a few pages from textbooks and all, and then we give these as notes. But yours is a textbook that is available for us to recommend and then refer. It is an authentic book.
Thank you very much once again, sir.
Yes, sir.
For your such type of comment, recognition, and blessings, cooperation, help also.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you once again all. This platform is really a special event of paying our tribute to all our founder geographers who have contributed immensely. So with sincere prayers to Almighty to release the noble soul of our Professor A. Ramesh sir in peace to heaven, and give strength to all the family members, Vansala madam, his daughters, all his near and dear ones associated with him, to overcome this grief and carry his legacy ahead to serve the nation and the society. Thank you so much for being there with us. I would now request all of us to please stand and say our national anthem. We'll start this. All can say. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat